Forget the tourist traps, the pre-packaged paradise bullshit. We're going deeper, beyond the postcard beaches and Instagram influencers. This is Thailand, raw and unfiltered. We'll wander through bustling markets, each a sensory assault of smells, sounds, and sights. We'll taste the street food, the kind that'll curl your hair and make you sweat, the kind that tells a story with every bite. We're here for the unexpected, the hidden gems, the stories whispered in the steam rising from a bowl of noodles. So buckle up, kids, it's going to be a wild ride. Bangkok, a city of contradictions. Golden temples pierce the sky, a stark contrast to the neon-drenched chaos of the streets below. It's a sensory overload, a symphony of car horns, sizzling woks, and the murmur of 1,000 conversations. The air is thick with humidity, the smell of incense, and the promise of adventure. You can find anything here, from ancient rituals to the latest technology, often side by side. This city doesn't sleep, it just blinks, briefly, between dusk and dawn. This is where ancient traditions meet modern mayhem, where monks in saffron robes walk past teenagers glued to their smartphones. It's a place where you can find yourself lost, and loving every minute of it. The Grand Palace. Even the name sounds pompous, right? But trust me, this place is something else. Centuries of history, of kings and conquests, are etched into every inch of these gilded walls. It's a sprawling complex of temples, pavilions, and courtyards, each more ornate than the last. You could spend a lifetime here and still not see it all. And that's before you even get to the Emerald Buddha. Yeah, you heard that right. A Buddha carved from a single piece of jade, draped in gold and jewels. It's enough to make even the most jaded cynic feel a flicker of awe. But look closer. Beyond the opulence, there's a darkness here too. The ghosts of past battles, of power struggles and betrayals, linger in the shadows. This palace has seen it all. Forget your postcard perfect temples, all white marble and polite serenity. Wat Arun rises from the banks of the Chao Phraya River like a decaying molar, encrusted with broken porcelain and bits of coloured glass. It's a monument to excess, to the obsessive detail of a culture that could conceive of such a thing and the back-breaking labour it took to build it. This ain't no place for quiet contemplation. This is a temple that screams for your attention. A riot of textures and colours, a middle finger to the very notion of minimalism. You climb the steep steps, past snarling demons and mythical beasts, and you feel the weight of centuries bearing down on you. The story goes that the shards of porcelain encasing the temple were salvaged from shipwrecks, remnants of trade routes that spanned the globe. And standing here, sweating in the humid air, you can almost smell the salt air. Feel the ghosts of sailors long gone. This is a place where history is baked into the very walls, where the past whispers to you on the wind. This is Wat Arun, a temple that will stay with you long after you've left its shadow. Forget your sterile shopping malls, the air-conditioned purgatories of late-stage capitalism. This is Chatuchak Weekend Market, 35 acres of glorious, overwhelming chaos. A labyrinthine sprawl of over 15,000 stalls selling everything from counterfeit designer handbags to live scorpions. The air hangs heavy with the scent of frying noodles, durian fruit and diesel fumes. You're jostled by monks in saffron robes, haggling housewives, and wide-eyed tourists, all caught in the current of this human tide. This is a place where the senses are under constant assault, where you can get a foot massage and a plate of fried grasshoppers in the space of 10 feet. You might find a first edition Hemingway tucked between dusty Buddha statues, a silk scarf woven with the tears of 1,000 silkworms, or a taxidermied bat clutching a tiny dusty top hat. There's a raw energy here, a pulse that vibrates beneath your feet. This is commerce stripped bare, the ancient rhythm of buying and selling played out under a blazing Thai sun. So dive in, lose yourself in the labyrinth. You might just find exactly what you weren't looking for. Bangkok will grab you by the throat and leave you gasping for air. Chiang Mai, nestled in the northern hills, offers a different kind of intoxication. This is a city where ancient temples share space with hipster coffee shops, where the scent of incense mingles with the aroma of freshly brewed espresso. This is a city of contradictions, a place where you can spend the morning meditating with saffron-robed monks and the afternoon sipping craft beer brewed with local jasmine rice. You can wander through ancient temples, marvel at intricate wood carvings, and then lose yourself in the vibrant nightlife, a heady mix of backpackers, expats, and locals. But beneath the surface, the spirit of old Lana still lingers. You see it in the graceful movements of traditional dancers, hear it in the chanting of monks at dawn, taste it in the fiery curries that have been passed down through generations. This is a city that honors its past while embracing the future, a place where tradition and modernity exist in a kind of beautiful, chaotic harmony. So come, get lost in the labyrinthine streets of the old city. Find your own rhythm in the heart of Chiang Mai. Forget your fancy hotels, your infinity pools with a view. Climbing the steps to Doi Suthep is a pilgrimage, not a tourist trap. The air gets thinner and the world gets quieter with every step. Monks in saffron robes chant, their voices a rhythmic counterpoint to the clanging bells. There's a stillness here, a sense of peace that's been around for centuries. The air smells of incense and possibility. The sun goes down, the heat breaks, and Chiang Mai shrugs off its sleepy daytime persona. This is when the night bazaar comes alive, a riot of colour and sound and smells that hits you like a shot of cheap whiskey. Forget your sterile shopping malls. This is the real deal. A labyrinth of stalls hawking everything from knockoff designer bags to hand-carved Buddhas. The air is thick with the scent of frying noodles, incense and diesel fumes, a heady cocktail that's pure sensory overload. Tourists and locals rub shoulders, haggling over prices, comparing souvenirs, sharing a laugh over a plate of mystery meat. It's a chaotic ballet of humanity, a reminder that the best things in life are often found in the most unexpected places. You want to find that one-of-a-kind souvenir, the story you can take home and tell your friends. This is where you find it. A hand-stitched tapestry, a silver amulet blessed by a monk, a t-shirt that screams "I survived the night bazaar." It's all here, waiting to be discovered. Just remember to bring cash and a healthy dose of skepticism. Forget your New Year's Eve countdowns and your overpriced champagne. In Thailand, they ring in the new year with a water fight of epic proportions. Songkran, they call it. A joyous, chaotic free-for-all where everyone's fair game. Imagine Times Square on New Year's Eve, except instead of confetti, it's buckets of water, water guns, and high-powered hoses. The streets become a battleground, a no-man's land where social conventions are gleefully tossed aside. Grandmothers drench unsuspecting tourists, kids lay in wait with water balloons, and even the stray dog looks like he's packing a super soaker. It's a chance to wash away the old, to start fresh, to embrace the kind of unadulterated fun that only comes from getting absolutely soaked to the bone. But it's not all about the waterworks. Songkran is a time for family, for tradition, for paying respects to elders and making merit for the year ahead. It's a beautiful, messy, life-affirming celebration that reminds us that sometimes the best way to deal with the heat is to just jump right in. Forget what you think you know about package holidays and beach bums. Phuket, my friends, is a land of contradictions. Yeah, you've got your turquoise waters and white sand beaches, enough to make a postcard writer weep. But scratch beneath the surface, and you'll find a heart of something else entirely. A history steeped in seafaring and tin mining, a melting pot of cultures, a place where the sacred and the profane dance cheek to cheek. We're talking about an island where you can find yourself haggling for silk in the morning and sipping a Singer beer as the sun sets over the Andaman Sea. It's a place where the scent of lemongrass and chili peppers hangs thick in the air, where the energy is palpable, where the unexpected is always just around the corner. So buckle up, kids, because we're diving headfirst into the intoxicating chaos that is Phuket. We're going to explore the hidden temples tucked away in the jungle, rub shoulders with fishermen and fortune tellers, and maybe, just maybe, find ourselves a little lost along the way. Because isn't that what travel is all about? The beauty of getting a little lost, of shedding your skin and embracing the unknown. That's where the good stuff lives, my friends. And trust me, Phuket's got good stuff in spades. Patong Beach, a place that needs no introduction and yet defies easy explanation. Imagine, if you will. But then the sun dips below the horizon and Patong transforms. Neon lights pierce the darkness, beckoning you into a world of go-go bars and nightclubs. It's a place of hedonism, no doubt, where inhibitions are shed like unwanted clothing. You'll find a different kind of beauty here too, the beauty of human connection. Patong Beach is a place of contradictions, no doubt. It's loud, it's brash, it's in your face, but it's also full of life, of energy, of a certain kind of raw, unfiltered beauty. Just a stone's throw from Phuket, a short boat ride across the turquoise waters, lie the Phi Phi Islands. Imagine towering limestone cliffs draped in emerald green vegetation, plunging dramatically into the sea. Picture hidden coves with beaches so perfect, so pristine they seem almost unreal. This, my friends, is Phi Phi. This archipelago, a cluster of 6 islands, has long been a siren song for travellers. Maya Bay, made famous by the film The Beach, is a sight to behold, even if it's become a victim of its own popularity. But venture beyond the well-trodden path, and you'll discover a world of unspoiled beauty. Dive into the crystal-clear waters teeming with vibrant coral reefs and a kaleidoscope of marine life. Kayak through hidden lagoons, where monkeys swing from the trees and the only sound is the gentle lapping of water against your boat. Or simply find a secluded spot on the beach, close your eyes, and let the sound of the waves wash over you. The Phi Phi Islands are a reminder that paradise, while often elusive, does exist. It's a place to escape the noise and chaos of everyday life, to reconnect with nature, to simply be. Forget the mega resorts and beach bums for a minute. We're going deeper into the heart of Phuket, where the ghosts of tin barons and spice traders still linger. Old Phuket town, a maze of colourful shophouses, Chinese shrines and colonial-era mansions. This is where the island's soul still beats beneath the tourist veneer. You can practically smell the history here, a mix of Chinese five-spice and salty sea air. Crumbling facades hide bustling kitchens, where families carry on traditions. Hand-me-down recipes for Hokkien noodles, secrets whispered over baba curry. There's a grittiness here, an edge from surviving boom and bust. You see it in the eyes of old men sipping coffee, in the hands of women selling fish. Buckle up, kids, this is old Phuket town. Forget your romantic notions of quaint wooden boats gliding peacefully down a canal. This is Dam Noen Saduak, a floating market that's a full-on assault on the senses. It's a chaotic ballet of long-tail boats piled high with everything from mangoes to souvenirs, paddled by women with forearms like Popeye and a sixth sense for dodging tourists. The air is thick with the smells of frying fish, pungent durian fruit, and that sweet, sickly aroma of tourist desperation. It's a sensory overload, a kaleidoscope of colours, smells and sounds that hits you like a shot of bad whiskey. But damn, it's intoxicating. You haven't lived until you've bargained for a Buddha statue while balancing on a wobbly wooden boat, the smell of diesel fumes filling your nostrils. It's a tourist trap, sure, but one that offers a glimpse into a way of life that's quickly disappearing. So hop on board, grab a bowl of boat noodles, and let's navigate this watery world together. We'll dodge selfie sticks, haggle for trinkets, and maybe, just maybe, find a moment of genuine connection amidst the madness. This is Dam Noen Saduak, a floating market that's equal parts charming and chaotic, and totally unforgettable. As the sun dips low, fireflies start their nightly dance, and the klongs of Amphawa come alive. Forget your sterile shopping malls. This is a market with a pulse. Wooden boats laden with steaming bowls of boat noodles, fragrant curries and fresh seafood jostle for space. The air hums with the chatter of vendors and the laughter of families out for an evening stroll. You won't find many tourists here, not the kind clutching selfie sticks anyway. This is a place for locals, for families who've been coming here for generations. Grandmothers haggling over the price of a pomelo, kids slurping down bowls of noodles, their faces illuminated by the flickering glow of lanterns. Find a spot on the banks of the Mai Klong River, order yourself a plate of hoi tod, those crispy oyster omelettes, and watch the world go by. Maybe wash it down with a cold beer. Hell, have two. There's a raw, unfiltered beauty to places like Amphowa, a glimpse into the heart and soul of a culture that's as intoxicating as it is enduring. A world away from the tourist traps, this is the real deal. If Amphowa was the main event, Tarling Chan is the after-party. Quieter, more laid back, but no less authentic. A genuine slice of Thai life, gliding down a canal, the gentle lapping of water, lush greenery, the scent of jasmine and lemongrass. A kaleidoscope of colours and aromas, exotic fruits, sizzling meats and pad thai. But it's the people that make it special. Vendors quick with a smile and a joke. Life unfolds at a slower pace, where time stands still. So there you have it. From the neon-drenched streets of Bangkok to the tranquil canals of Tarling Chan, we've journeyed through the heart and soul of Thailand. We've tasted the fiery curries, bargained for souvenirs in bustling markets, and witnessed the enduring spirit of a culture that's both ancient and modern. Thailand, you've been real. You've challenged our palates, opened our minds, and stolen a piece of our hearts. But more importantly, you've reminded us that the greatest adventures are often found not in guidebooks, but in the everyday moments, in the shared smiles and the unexpected encounters. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through Thailand. We hope you're inspired to explore these wonderful destinations yourself.